So this is what we gathered this morning, and as you can see, there is maybe like a couple of these little blossoms that are starting on some of them. The stems of these are still soft, but usually once they're established, they are much harder and it's not edible. But I'm still going to take those out. So right now I'm just going to go through them, sort them out, get rid of the ones that are this yellow because we want the green ones just like these. And so we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff with it, like the herb butter, also dehydrating them, and also freeze them. So I have taken some butter out and leaving them at room temp so that it's easier for me to mix this in. If you're picking herbs, it's best to pick them early in the day before the sun comes out, because the sun's heat will pull the flavorful oils from the plant and you want those for yourself. Here they are all ready to go and chopped up. The 3 ways, actually 4 ways, I'm going to be using the chives today. This one will be flash frozen, and then we will be putting that inside this jar. I saved it from one of the pesto sauces from the store. And this one is 3/4 of a cup because I'm going to use a little bit of it for the butter, and also I wanted to make the cheddar biscuits. And this one, it's just going to be air dried. I don't really use dried chives much. Actually, I don't really remember when I've used it last, but just in case, I will have some dried if ever I need it, or if ever I run out of the frozen one or the fresh one that we have outside. I purchased this from Amazon. It's an herb drying rack. You just hang it on the ceiling. So I have the fan blowing on that one, not directly, but just for my plants to have that wind movement. So at the same time, I'm going to dry that in there. This recipe calls for about 2 tablespoons of the minced garlic, but I went ahead and got this from Costco because what I learned from one of another YouTuber that I watch, she uses these and chops them up in here and freezes them, like maybe like half a tablespoon or a tablespoon, really however you like to use your minced garlic. So this just makes it so much easier and quicker, and it saves you the time in chopping garlic. This is how this looks like. This is 3 pounds from Costco. I just put it in here. I know it seems a little extreme getting a 3-pound bag, but this is the second time I've tried this, and it just cuts out a lot of chopping time. I don't put anything on here, just garlic. I'm gonna scoop out what I need for the herb butter, which is 2 tablespoons. This is half. So 4 of these. That's a lot. I like the garlic. And the rest, I'm just going to do this and plop it on a tray with parchment, just like the chive. And then we will freeze them in little pucks. So in case you're wondering what else goes well with chives other than just using it as a sprinkle topping. Since chives have a milder flavor, they're actually perfect to add to soups, dips, mashed or baked potatoes, also in fish, seafood dishes, and even omelets. My plan for this herb butter is to add it on steaks and also some vegetables. So here they are. This can actually be refrigerated too, as long as it's in an airtight container for up to 2 weeks. Since we're going to be freezing it, and it lasts up to 4 months. So this is what we're going to be needing for that garlic, cheddar, and chive scone. First off, we're going to need all-purpose flour, 2 cups of that, but I don't have that, so I'm going to be using the bread flour. I'm going to need 2 cups of that, 2 teaspoons of the granulated sugar, and then we're going to be using some baking powder. I'm not going to go into details. I'm going to just put the link down below. Baking soda. And the cheddar cheese. This cheddar cheese we actually got from Vermont when we went there last. I'm going to be grating that because we need 1 cup of cheddar cheese and also another egg for egg wash for this. All right, I'll link it down below like I said. Okay, now I remember when we went, it was around November, and it was for mom and me type of trip. Me and my oldest, we went to Vermont because we wanted to see the fall leaves. I'm not going to put in the garlic since it's fresh. And then we're going to be putting the garlic. Butter. My butter is actually frozen in the freezer, so I'm gonna let it go to room temp. Ow! So this is the consistency that we have. There's some chunks of butter. They're still like that. It should be about pea size. Oh, and I already put the oven, preheating the oven to 400 degrees. Now we'll move on to the next step. "17 and a half minutes later, this is how they look like. A little toasty. And there's a cheese oozing out this side right there. I was kind of worried thinking that since it's not the yellow cheese, you wouldn't really see any color, but with the egg wash, totally helped it out. And it looks like our chives are also ready to be placed in a container, but now I'm looking at it, I feel like this is not going to be big enough, so I gotta transfer to a bigger jar and leave it in the freezer, just like the garlic. And also, this is how the biscuits are looking like. Yay! And I want to say thank you for stopping by, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.